I wore a tuxedo to her wedding because I was supposed to be the groom. Instead, I stood in the back pew, clapping for a man I'd never met as he kissed the girl who once said she'd love me forever. And that's how I met Caleb, her older brother, the man who would undo everything I thought I knew about love. Boston was cold that spring, and I didn't mean the weather. I came here to escape New York, to forget Natalie, to piece myself back together after the mess she left behind. But even the Charles River felt like it was mocking me. I rented a shoebox apartment and spent most days avoiding human interaction. My phone buzzed with messages I didn't answer and memories I couldn't erase. Then came the knock. It was late, and I wasn't expecting anyone. When I opened the door, there he was, 6'something, messy chestnut hair. Blue-gray eyes I remembered only vaguely from old photos Natalie used to show me. "Liam?" he asked, his voice a perfect blend of cautious and kind. "I figured you'd be here. I'm Caleb, Natalie's brother." I stared. "How did you?" "She told me you'd moved here, said you needed space. I live 10 minutes away." He paused, eyeing the bottle of whiskey on my table. "Mind if I come in?" Maybe I should have slammed the door, but I was tired of being alone, so I stepped aside. Caleb didn't ask many questions that night. He just sat, listened, and occasionally poured me more whiskey. At one point, I caught him staring, not in a weird way, in a way that felt like he saw through everything, like he knew pain personally and wasn't scared of it. Over the next few weeks, he kept showing up, sometimes with takeout, sometimes with books, once with a stray cat he found and insisted I name. We named it after our shared misery, Garbage. I never thought healing could look like two men sitting on a couch at 2 a.m., watching reality TV and passing a pint of Ben and Jerry's back and forth. But it did. Then came the moment everything changed. We were walking home from a Celtics game, his idea. I hadn't laughed that hard in months. He made some stupid joke about Boston drivers, and I shoved him playfully. He shoved back. We stopped under a street lamp. The air was heavy, and then he looked at Menet like her brother, not like a friend, but like someone who wanted more. He leaned in slowly, giving me time to stop him. I didn't. The kiss was soft, tentative, and utterly electric. "I'm sorry," he whispered. "I shouldn't have. I've been wanting that." I cut in, breathless. "But I didn't think. I didn't know you." "I didn't know either," he said, eyes shining. "Until you." From there, everything turned. Not perfect, not linear. We had walls, mine higher, his thicker. I was still reeling from the betrayal of a woman who said she loved me. He was dealing with years of hiding who he was, even from himself. But with every late-night conversation, every shared coffee, every brush of hands, those walls started to crack. One night, as we lay side by side, the city glowing faintly outside the window, I asked him, "Does Natalie know?" He sighed.
"No."
"She wouldn't understand." "She didn't understand me either," I muttered. He turned, tracing a finger down my cheek. "Then maybe it's good she's not part of this." We kept things quiet, not hidden but ours. I didn't want the world's opinion. I just wanted his hands in mine when I woke up. I wanted his sarcasm and his strength. I wanted the man who'd shown up when I was at rock bottom and made the descent feel like a chance to start over. But secrets don't stay secrets for long. It was a rainy Sunday when Natalie showed up. She stood in my hallway, makeup running, mascara bleeding like guilt. "I made a mistake," she said, voice cracking. "I shouldn't have married him. I was scared. I thought you didn't love me enough to fight for me."
He stared at her.
"I did fight. You just weren't listening." "I want to fix things," she said, reaching for my hand. And then Caleb stepped into the room. Her hand froze mid-air. Her eyes widened. What's he doing here?" "He lives here," I said quietly. Silence. Then the truth hit her face all at once. Shock, confusion, betrayal. "You're with my brother?" "I'm with someone who showed up when you didn't," I replied. "Someone who didn't leave." She didn't scream. She didn't cry. She just nodded, lips trembling, and walked away. We didn't talk to her again after that. Instead, we talked about us. Talked about the future. Talked about how pain doesn't always mean the end, sometimes it's the start of something more honest. Took time. There were nights I still questioned everything, my identity, my past, my worth. And Caleb would hold me through them all, whispering truths I hadn't known I needed. "You're not broken," he'd say. "You're just finally being real." Eventually, we told friends. Then his parents. Then mine. Some celebrated us. Some didn't. But we stopped living for them. We started living for mornings with shared coffee mugs. For road trips to nowhere. For laughter that didn't feel forced. And in the city that once reminded me of everything I lost, I found the one person who felt like home. Not because he rescued me, but because he saw me, all of me, and loved me anyway. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe to stay updated with the latest videos.